Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Parker from Feather, Scales, and Trails, heading out on another adventure. This is our yearly Pennsylvania trip, and I'm leaving Florida right now, and I'm going to break this trip up a little bit. Probably going to do some daily vlogs. Got a lot of stuff to cover in this series. There's a tornado watch going into Georgia, and I'm probably going to be landing there about the time that the tornado watch is in effect. This should be interesting, although being from Oklahoma, I've got some experience of what to look out for, what to do, what not to do. We're definitely not going to do anything silly or stupid. But in this series, I'm going to talk about traveling with e-bikes, traveling with the Jeep, the hitch. This little Viking trailer pulls really well. However, there is some updates that we've done to it, and I think you guys will enjoy this series. This is going to be a 2-week trip. I don't know if I'm going to blog every day, especially on the travel days. I may just shoot you a couple messages and say hi and kind of carry you guys along on this journey. So anyway, we have left Florida this morning at about 8:40 a.m. We're expected to be at our Shaefer Heard Campground in West Point, Georgia at right about 4 o'clock today. I am taking all the back roads. The back roads here are super cool. Like right now, I'm literally, there's no one around me for a good half mile, and I'm doing 63 miles an hour. The Gladiator's getting right at about almost 14 miles to a gallon, 13.7. Seems like 63 miles an hour is its sweet spot, and I can go 63 miles an hour on this 4-lane divided highway and not have to worry about super speeders or big trucks as much, and I get to see some really neat stuff in the back roads. So guys, first up is our Shaefer Heard, providing it's still there when we get there from the tornadoes. However, our Shaefer Heard Campground is on the borderline of Alabama. There's a time change difference. So the campsites that I stay on, literally your phone will show like 6 o'clock in the evening. You come back to your phone about 20 minutes later and it'll show 7 o'clock. And you're thinking, God, did I read that wrong? The funny part is, no, I didn't. It's right on that time change line, and it depends on which cell tower your phone's pinging on will pick up the time. It's the funniest thing. So if you're ever camping there at our Shaefer Heard, just be aware that your phones or your digital clocks that auto adjust may adjust timing a little bit. It's not you, it's just where you're at. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this trip, and this is going to be a lot of fun. And here we go, off to another journey. I know, that's weird. Anyway, stay along, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Thought I'd pop back in here and update you a little bit. We are about 50 miles from Valdosta, Georgia. The GPS took me back out on a highway, and we're still under a tornado watch the closer we get into up in Georgia. I guess there's a front coming through. However, we just encountered massive smoke cloud for the last 20 miles. I'm on I-75 right now, heading north into obviously heading up through Valdosta, but that was some serious smoke. I know that a lot of Florida's in a drought right now. There's a lot of ponds and lakes dried up. We haven't had much rain whatsoever. But Valdosta here, 49 miles. So we're making some good time. So I'm sitting at 63 miles per hour. Gas mileage has dropped to 12.4 in the Gladiator. I'm currently running in 6th gear, and from what I understand, 7th and 8th gear is really, it just switched to downshifted to 5th. Got a little incline here, and we got some pretty strong winds. Yeah, that big rig pushing up beside me, I kept the draft off of them. Anyway, that's about where this Jeep averages at, about 12.4, 12.7 miles per gallon when I'm towing the Viking 12,000K, the ROK, the rear outdoor kitchen. Man, that was a fast delivery. FedEx showed up here on the highway for me. So I've got some friends possibly coming up to Pennsylvania. They may fly in, and the sleeping arrangements are going to be a little tight. I don't know her that well. Stop. Just stop. However, I'm quite comfortable with hammock camping, and I went on Amazon, ordered me an underquilt and a tarp. I don't know why I don't pack that in the Viking just as an alternative sleeping platform. So I'll be setting that up. If they come in, they'll fly into Pittsburgh, I think is where they fly into, and I'll drive up and get them and bring them back to camp for the 15th through the 17th of this month of May 2026. Well, the smoke has just cleared up. Wow, we just went right out of a cloud. Interesting. Now we got clear skies to turn my lights back off. Yeah. It's kind of nice having the rearward facing camera on the camper. It does work off the lights of the tow rig and the camper. So if I want to look behind me, I've got my 4-inch screen sitting over here on a bullet mount off the grab bar of the Jeep, so I can visually see behind me if I need to. Makes it nice when you pull into a gas station and get fuel. You need to back up in real tight corners or backing into your camp spot late at night. It's kind of handy. Well, thought I'd just update you just a little bit. We still have 4 hours left before we get to our Shaefer Heard. We should make up a little time, being that we are now on the highway. And yeah. All right, guys, I'm back again. So we are about 2 hours away from our campground at our Shaefer Heard, and I just pulled over to Love's truck stop and topped off the fuel tanks on the Gladiator. But one thing I noticed once I got close to Valdosta and just outside of it a little bit, that the gas prices were considerably cheaper than they were in Tampa this morning when I left. This morning when I left Tampa, prices were $4.42
Exit
a
the
gallon.
parking lot toward Turner Field Road.
I hear you.
At the next stop sign, you'll turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto Turner Field Road.
I got it.
Then you'll take your first right onto Clark Avenue.
Where? Clark Avenue? Thank you. Ah, she's rude, but I love her. So, yeah. And it's almost 70
Turn right onto
cents
Clark Avenue.
cheaper.
Then you'll use the right lane to take the US 19 North, US 82 West ramp.
Love's gas station, unleaded, $3.71 a gallon. And that's credit. So, anyway, it's amazing how fuel prices have altered a lot of travel this year. I know with both of my businesses that are in the tourism has suffered significantly just because people aren't traveling. The fuel price hike, it sucks. It's not the first time this has happened, but I think the shock of this one was it hit everybody overnight. Was it 4 years ago or so? We did have
Use the right lane to take the US 19 North ramp.
I guess I'm going on US 19 North ramp. Anyway, the prices were high, but they gradually went up. So yeah, it hurt.
Continue
it
on
sucked.
Georgia 520 West for 8 miles.
Another Gladiator. But it went up slowly, so we kind of had a chance to adjust to it. This one went up overnight. And in one of my last videos I did when I was in South Carolina at James Island Campground, which I'm going back to on this trip on my way back from Pennsylvania, they jumped up almost 40 cents overnight there when the oil blockage and all that controversy started. But it's amazing how it's almost 65, 70 cents cheaper fuel in Georgia. Now, when I was on the interstate, I noticed it. Loves. And I got off the interstate and coming back through the backcountry in Georgia, just went through Albany, Georgia, if that gives you a reference. Now, some of the smaller little towns, they're still close to $4, but the little town I just stopped in, Loves, pretty good sized little town just outside of Albany there, just kind of west of it. It might be Albany, I'm not really sure. Yeah, 371 there at the pump. So there you go. I'll be glad when the gas prices come down just a little bit, a lot bit. I know some of the people traveling have shortened their stays in places. So in both of my businesses, well, really just in one of them, people come here for vacation and they add it on, which is swim with manatees. That's one of my big businesses that I've been blessed to host for the last almost 26 years. And we see this all the time in tourism. When there's any kind of global stuff going on, people stop traveling, they want to stay close to home. But what we've noticed is people are still traveling, but they've shortened their stays at the hotels and resorts in Orlando, and they're not driving over to see us in Crystal River and Homosassa. They're staying and doing more resort stuff for 3 to 4 days instead of spending a whole week. That kind of makes sense. So any of you guys out there struggling with your business that's in tourism or restaurants that depends on tourism, a lot of people are cutting back because of the fuel prices. This will change, and I've seen it 100 times. It'll change, and we'll be blowing and going again. For me, it's nice to have that break. Yeah, it's a little scary, but that break helps you readjust and realign and reconnect with everything in your business you've been thinking about doing, you've been wanting to do. Maybe you need to upgrade or tweak your websites a little bit, maybe your email replies. This is a good time to do all that. And I've been at this a hot minute, and this is where I've seen success set in of adjusting everything. Get it? Adjusting everything as needs to be. So through the busy time, something's out of adjustment, wording's not right, maybe you need to change some pictures on your website, change your ads up just a little bit, but you're so busy with work that you put it on the back burner. This is a good time to do all that. So when things do change around, man, you're on top of your game, and you're ready to take that second wave of customers and clients whenever they come in. So this is just based on my experience. Based on my experience of many, many years of being in the tourism industry. However, we are 124 miles from the camp. The rain has let up. It was kind of cool. And you'll see right here in the video, I'll put an overlay here of the weather app, how I was able to shoot right between the two big cells as I was traveling up through Valdosta and into Georgia there. So that was nice. Got a good rinse on everything. Got those nasty love bugs off of here. Whew. Those things were vicious earlier coming through the back roads of Florida. It's like they were coming after me like I owed them money or something. They were vicious. Get to the campground. We're only staying one night here at our Shaefer Heard, but I really like this place. It's really cool. It's a really simple campground, beautiful lake. Hoping that the clouds are clear tonight and we'll get that beautiful sunset that comes with the lake as well at the campsites. So, yeah. Gladiator's doing well. We're pushing right at 11.7 miles to the gallon. We're in some hilly areas now, so it's requiring a little bit more effort for the Gladiator to downshift and pull, but it's holding steady. Heard a lot of people talk about these Gladiators trying to find gears all the time, and this is from my experience and what I know about these Gladiators is that gear 7th and 8th is for the highway. That's just you cruising. Maybe you got a bicycle on the back, maybe you got some overnight gear, maybe a light camping setup. But man, when you're loaded down, these 3.6 Pentastars, they love RPMs. That's what they function best at. They're a high RPM motor. So even at 62, 63 miles an hour, I'm still only clipping around 3,000 RPM in 6th gear. 7th and 8th gear is kind of like overdrive and massive overdrive. And that's what these trucks are designed to do when you're pulling a load. This camper weighs loaded 3,200 pounds. Maybe just a little bit less than that because I don't travel with a full tank of water. I only travel with about 10 to 12 gallons in there, so if I pull in a hot spot overnight, I can make my coffee.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take the US 82 West, Georgia 520 West exit toward Columbus, Dawson.
So that gives you an idea of where we're at. Anyway, make some coffee, wash off a dish or two. I really don't hook up to water if I'm just staying one night at these overnight campgrounds. However, there's some geese. That's some Canadian gooses. Those are so tasty. Man, I remember eating those, hunting those back in Oklahoma. Yum. So anyway, God, where was I? Water. Don't really want to travel with a full tank in your rig. There's plenty of places to stop and get water, potable water, to fill up your tanks before you get to the campground. So, yeah. I will. That's funny, we got matching shirts. So I'm here to check in.
What site number you going to?
I don't know.
The name?
8, something like that, down on the water.
What's your last name?
Parker.
Parker?
Yep. Yeah, I knew it had an 8 in it somewhere.
Way off.
I was.
So I'm trying to figure out what color to call this.
So they call it nacho yellow.
Nacho yellow.
Yep. I like to refer to it as school bus yellow.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about putting a cap on the back and having it wrapped where it looks like a school bus.
Oh my God.
I know, off-road school bus, it'd be cool.
So you don't have a senior card?
No,
You're not 62 yet?
I just turned 60. Don't age me so quick. It's bad enough we got the same shirts on, but now you're going to age me a little bit. But
I'm telling you, every time I ask, I get in a mess like that.
It's not a mess. It's a good thing to be 62. All right, very cool.
So, once you do turn 62, you need to get that senior card that saves you half on camping.
Does that come with a mobility scooter too?
No. No. Half of camping, that's pretty good.
I could pay for a mobility scooter if I get half of camping.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
All right. Okay, so that was kind of funny because we had the same color shirts on. Like, I look like a volunteer today. So, hey, whatever works, right? So we just pulled into our Shaefer Heard Campground. Super nice. I don't know if you hear the whole conversation with her and I, but here's our pass that goes up in the window. Again, I'm only gonna be here for one night. Really cool map. Shows you exactly where to go. Yeah, so let's go on down here and get checked in or get the camper set up. I need some coffee. It took me just a little longer to get here today.
Take your next left.
Yeah, well, we're here, hon. So, gotta talk to her like she's like right here in the car. Oh, I need to get a girlfriend. Something. Anyway, probably see some deer up here and some other cool stuff. So
Turn left.
anyway, let's go get camp set up. All right. She said turn left, so I guess we're going left. So guys, we'll finish up this video with a little sunset video and some nice tunes to it. Make you guys a little bit jealous. So that's about it for this one. A little over 7 hours to get here from Tampa. Good highway. The rig did well. What I signed you about the license plate, that's really handy to carry just a little baggie full of extra nuts and bolts, mostly ASE. These are all Imperial on this trailer. Carry a few metric, 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, quarter inch, 3/8. That'll help you get by so you don't have to stop on the road and stop the hardware stores so much. So anyway guys, this is Parker from Feather Scales and Trails. If you guys enjoyed this content, like and subscribe right down here at the bottom. And I want to wrap this up with a beautiful sunset video. Guys, take care and stay tuned for the next video, and it's going to be about carrying your e-bike in your camper. That's a whole nother series I'm going to do as far as traveling with your e-bike. They're kind of big and bulky, but I figured out a way to carry it inside the Viking where it makes it easy to deploy when you get to your campsite. So you guys have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next trail video, campground, I don't know, McDonald's. We'll see you somewhere.